the line of scrimmage. Jam him, mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press them and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that guy.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. This time he's got it. There he goes. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has him across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He's going to take off. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. And the Bears have this offense rolling. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
They get to him as he throws. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Working that left side now. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The Bears will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Offense changing the play. Wants to go up top. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bears!
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Arizona Wildcats offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
Turning it on! And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Arizona runs out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Let's see what he can do with it. Spinderella. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bobo. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. And the Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll send the back in motion. Going to swing it on 2nd down. It's complete to the left. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to...
Looking for the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Baylor!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On the move from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Now the pitch. Got the first down and more. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball.
Brings him to the open. He'll be stopped right at the 40-yard line, and do they dare try to convert from their own territory on 4th down? The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Now on the move. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The Bears will hustle to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Quarterback keeper. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Makes the catch. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. First play of the period, first down here. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on first down. It's caught. Oh, better check some ankles. He makes a move and gets down to the 24. And the Bears in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Fires to the wideout. It's caught. He makes the catch. He's knocked down immediately, but they'll have a goal-to-go situation from the 8.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him.
Trying to rumble in. Touchdown Bears! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in, because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score, and score pretty dang quickly.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Back to pass, it's Perkins. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference from that. He's got it on the outside. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. College football becomes more and more every year, more nickel, more dime packages, more speed on the field. So no matter what you do, I got a guy that can go chase down your quarterback in any situation, and you can see it right there. DB came flying in there, gets the first sack of the game. Here comes the heat. Got to protect the...
dice, gets down without taking a hit.
Those always sting a little bit. When you get so close to getting the QB to the ground, creating a negative play, and then all of a sudden he turns it into something positive, just really annoying as a defensive guy.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Arizona runs out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy. And he's able to get the tackle for loss.
A sweet run gets it out to the 30-yard line, and that can really jumpstart a drive.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another 1st down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
To the air on 1st down. Unloads it left. Makes the grab. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll pull it down, and he'll be brought down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Flushed out of the pocket. All by himself. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the 1st down.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And the Bears didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Baylor! A great catch and run for 6.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. They'll move the tight end. Give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Arizona in a hurry. Looking to throw, it's Perkins. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team.
Number 10 in punt formation to kick it away.
He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Oh, he's got some space. The 30. Past the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bears!
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the 2nd half.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Temple is ahead right now in South Philly, but this game is a long way from being over. Better hold off on the run to Geno's for the time being. They're up by 4 over Nevada. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Dropping back, it's Perkins. Makes the grab. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half.
Timeout, Arizona.
The Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He's taking the shot. Brings it down on the right side. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. Arizona right back to the line.
And that's in Arizona.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To the ground with the back. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. Racing down the left side. The tag. And he ran away from the crowd and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Baylor!
I got to tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say this has been a fun watch so far in Tucson.
The Bears will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. Nothing went right in that first half, in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Quick completion to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Leaves it with the running back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Wants to throw. It's Perkins. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Arizona runs out the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Looking for room at the 40. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. They'll go to the ground. Got the first down. Looking for more. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the football a lot. They trust him, and he continues to deliver and make big play after big play. This dude is an absolute superstar.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. Got enough space. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bears!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Primary targets all covered down the field, so the QB had to check it down. He found his fullback, but for no gain.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Now the play fake. Under fire. It's on target and complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. They'll go to the air. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response. Try to get themselves back in the football game.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Baylor! He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Auburn went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Tigers ever do that? An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Perkins. It's complete. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And the Wildcats are marching down the field.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And the Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Tight end now in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Fires one high and deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, that essentially ends up being a punt for the offense. 3rd down, you're taking a deep shot, and because you were able to make the tackle relatively quickly after the guy picked it off, it's essentially just flipping the field.
Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Keep it on the ground. Couldn't find his way out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. From the gun to give, looking for room. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Blasted as he lets it go.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. They go to the ground. He picks up maybe a couple before he's stopped right at the 30-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. And he is stopped for no gain, and that will bring us to the end of the third quarter. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Under fire. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
You got to love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long. Everything has gone their way, and here we are early in the fourth quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Absolutely. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail.
Number 16 sets a kickoff.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes they put you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So
there he goes. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Bobo. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Bears will snap it on 1st and 10.
Let's go! Let's go!
Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Fires downfield. Working on the right. Touchdown Bears! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense has it, they're on the move. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Baylor! The defense takes matters into its own hands. You can see it on the sideline. They've built a comfortable 4th quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? USC is currently ahead early in this one inside the Coliseum, but unlike the days of Reggie Bush and Matt Leinart, they just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 11 over Penn State. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. On the ground, it's Landry. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. The run from the shotgun. Turning it on. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the 4th quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
Snap it to the back. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
He's got an open man. Oh, I thought he was taking that all the way, but they stop him at the 7. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. He wants to throw it. Quickly complete. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party. A late touchdown.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Breaks into the open. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. I know they were expected to win this game, and they're just about to finish it off, but there is something to be said for handling this type of pressure.
Handling it and squashing it. I mean, what an unbelievable job proving that you're one of the best teams in the... Like, leave no doubt. That's a good football team on the other side of the field, Palmer, that they just took apart.
Yeah, they've been able to fight complacency all season long. It seems like it never matters who's lined up across from them. They're bringing their A-plus game to the yard, and they did that here today. Statement delivered.
Got his man. You want to talk about light on your feet. Man, can he get through there. He's down to the 37. The Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass on second down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
Fires to the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it.
Picked off. What a a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Quarterback making adjustments. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. He'll try the toss to the left. Spins away from the defense. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these